Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And LeBron James last season got some MVP votes, and while he didn't come away with the award, I think, Kenny, that most would consider him the best player in the league, if not the world.
Well, he's the most difficult player to guard or have a game plan for. Nobody can really take over a game like he does, and the problem that you have with LeBron is who guards him, what position you put on him.
You know, any team that LeBron is on is considered a title contender, and you can't say that about anyone else in the league, so that's why he's the MVP every year.
Now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
It's the Eastern Conference on display, featuring the Boston Celtics. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jay Crowder out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the 5.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for it.
Cleveland with the ball. LeBron with it. Now Thomas defending. Smith right side. To the inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
With the pass. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
Yes, Kevin, he told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Thank you, Doris. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Outside Irving. Inside. Thompson dishes to Smith. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of this game. The first free throw is good. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. And he can't hit the second.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Crowder kicks to Sullinger. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And the dunk by Love.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
First one falls for him.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
So he gets them both. And here is Irving. Kicks it to LeBron. The three. And Kevin Love gets the three. Love's got 5 points so far.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Johnson the screen. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's James. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. The screen from Thompson. And it's Love penetrating. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. He has 7.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Sullinger. In the corner, Bradley with it. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. To the middle, 5 to shoot. Sullinger, no good.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Love kicks to Irving. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Bradley gets it to go.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Cavaliers leading. Now, here is Irving. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to Love. Leaner from distance. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
A shot's good from Irving.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Celtics trail by 3. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Sullinger the screen. Sullinger a screen on Love. Here's Bradley. The shot misses. And Cleveland will come the other way. On the wing, James. The rebound by Johnson.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. Passes it to Sullinger. Irving against Thomas. Back to Sullinger. Takes a three. Boston again missing. Cleveland leading by 3. LeBron passes to Irving. James a screen on Bradley. And Love has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 9 points for Love.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Dishes it to Crowder. It's Bradley on the wing. Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. Nice form on the 20-footer. Sullinger's got 6. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor. Turner, he's checked in for Boston. The Cavaliers leading by 3.
And you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. 2nd best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Now here's James. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And he gets it to go.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Thomas against Irving. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. 3rd longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed. And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Greg, you're talking about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
Now here's LeBron. Here's Dellavedova. Evan Turner pulls it in. Celtics trail by 3. The dish to Smart. Shumpert with some nice D.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
He dishes it to LeBron. Outside Shumpert. Inside, Fry. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Fry's got his first bucket in this one.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Thomas. There's the pick. To the wing right side. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Turner against LeBron. Rebound by Olynyk. Celtics trail by 3. They push it up 4-on-3. Here's Thomas. And he can't bank that one in. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's LeBron, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Outside Thomas. He used that pick to get in close. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Dellavedova kicks to Fry. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Fry's got his second basket of the game. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Thomas. To shoot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. If the bucket's good, he'll go to the line. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Cavaliers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll. Well, you could see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. And adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
Cavaliers leading. And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide Clark instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for them last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
Fires the 3. Shumpert, no good.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
And the dunk by James.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
1:35 left in the first quarter. Now the pass to Smart. The Celtics working the ball around now. Urepko dishes to Turner. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Latrey and Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Turner. Olynyk's got himself on the board with 3 there. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The drive by James. Rebound Boston.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrappy, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Dellavedova kicks to James. To the middle, deflects the pass, and Fries slams it in.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 8. Pass to Olynyk. Urepko kicks to Smart. Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's James. And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
The defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Celtics trail by 6. Smart with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Thomas. With 1 on the clock. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cleveland ahead, up by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team, but we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
The second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
They're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson, and it's Smith, and it's Love in at the foursome. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Both good from the line that time.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof, only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside Bradley. He kicks to Johnson. from 12 feet out. And that one's good. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diao in the way he treats his body.
Now here's Crowder following the miss by Kevin Love. On the wing, Turner looking for his first basket still in this one. He nails it, and we're tied up.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Outside Irving. Thompson slams it back in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now here's Sullinger. He's got 8. Now Crowder. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. Smith outside. He feeds it to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. Again, Irving missing.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Turner passes to Johnson. Sullinger the screen. Jumper off the screen. Count the bucket. Sullinger's got 10.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Johnson the screen. Turner dishes to Johnson. It's Bradley on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Bradley kicks to Turner. Kicks it out to Bradley. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pulls up, high post, and that one's good, Irving. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Johnson the screen. Here's Turner. Feeds it to Bradley. Pulls up on the wing. No good. Some solid defense there from Irving. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Now here's Turner following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Johnson with a screen on Irving. It's Bradley on the wing. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's the feed to Irving. Releases from 15. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq. Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
He hits the second from the line.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Johnson with a screen on Irving. Here's Bradley. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Love outside. Right side, Irving. That falls. Great assist by Love. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Kicks it to Dellavedova. J.R. Smith on the wing. Fires the three. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bradley passes to Johnson. Outside Turner. Sullinger with a screen for Turner. Sullinger, the open look. Shot to end this cold run, and he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Johnson.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
I'm watching Amir Johnson, Clark. He seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
Boston also with the sub. Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Evan Turner. The Cavaliers leading by 3.
And talking about Amir Johnson, he's really the last of a discontinued model, if you will. When the Pistons called his name in the 2005 NBA draft, the year before the rookie age limit was put in place, he became the last 18-year-old drafted into our league. And it did take him a number of years to kind of get up to the pro speed.
Now here's Crowder following the miss by J.R. Smith. James with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here is Smith. Pass to James. At the elbow, Irving. Lets it go from 11. And another miss by Cleveland.
Guys, did you know not once in Johnson's 10 seasons has he averaged more than 11 points or 7.5 rebounds a game? Sometimes he doesn't even start. And yet, there's a certain sect of followers who feel Amir Johnson is among the most valuable, efficient players in the league.
Now here's James. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Irving dishes to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Celtics trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Johnson with a screen on Smith. Bradley drives in. Here's Sullinger, and the shot is long. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Smith kicks to James. There's the triple. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Crowder. This one for 3. Sullinger, no good.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Good D by Sullinger.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Sullinger a screen on Thompson. Crowder with it, picked up by Thompson. Crowder kicks to Johnson. Thomas against Irving. And Thomas, here we go, gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Thomas got 10.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now here's Irving. 7 points in the game. In the corner, it's James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for LeBron. Celtics trail by 3. Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Johnson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for J.R. Smith. Then for the Celtics, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Amir Johnson. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now here's Olynyk. Here's Jerebko. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
About the execution on that play. The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Fry, good.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Smart. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Thomas goes in. Pass to Olynyk. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
Well, and back to Kelly Olynyk. As a coach, you have to identify the matchups where he can be effective, because Clark is against explosive, long-limb guys. They'll take advantage of him.
Yeah, they will, but in the right matchup, he's effective. He can help. He makes 35% of his threes, has done that for the last 2 years, and I think he gives you some toughness and rebounding as well. I like him as a second-unit player.
And so Olynyk nails both of them.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Now here's Irving. He has 7. 1:41 left now here in the second. Thomas passes to Jerebko. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's a screen. Thomas goes in, just 4 to shoot, and it comes off the front of the rim. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
1:04 left to play here in the second quarter. Fry dishes to Moscow, and he gets the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Smart. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Thomas with another miss.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the basket by Boston. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. Smart kicks to Thomas. Dishes to Smart, 18 feet out, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov. Seven seconds left in the first half.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the floor, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, he can't do it by himself.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here tonight, Ernie. Guys aren't trying to take the defense 1-on-5. They're moving the basketball and finding the open man. And then, of course, the open man is finishing, so no problem here tonight.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. When things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Amir Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Sullinger in at the center, filling out the middle. On the clock. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Outside Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Irving, and stolen by Love. Irving kicks to Smith. Now the dish to James. Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Johnson, and that one's good. Johnson's got 8 points.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Now here's LeBron. 13 points in the game. It's a pick by Love. Out to the wing. The 10-footer. And Boston with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Irving against Thomas. He dishes it to Sullinger. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league. Check out the game for Sullinger. 10 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, you know, last season I thought the Celtics made some strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that never-give-up attitude.
Now, here is Smith. Nobody near Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's now 10 points for Kyrie Irving. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Onside Thomas takes a 3. Boston again missing. And for the Celtics, 28 of their 40 wins on the season came against the East. Not impressive, but it got the job done in a conference which could be had at times, obviously.
That's true, but what should be noted, Kevin, about the Celtics against the East is just how well they played against the Eastern Conference playoff teams.
Right.
I mean, against the East top 8, they shot a lot better and executed a lot better as well. So you could see them stepping up their game against the competition.
And here is Johnson following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Boston again missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Back to Smith. The pass to Love. Again, the Cavaliers score.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today. And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Celtics trail by 10. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Now here's James after Jared Sullinger's miss. Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And it's a 12-point Cavalier lead.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine. What a stellar outing in this one for Johnson. He has 9 rebounds, and he's picked up 1 dime.
And we've all watched him just be an unstoppable force here tonight.
Well, nothing they've done on the defensive end has been able to slow him down. I mean, he's doing exactly what he wants to when he wants to do it.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Thomas. 10 points for him. Sullinger outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Love. J.R. Smith on the wing. Guarded by Bradley. Love outside. In the corner, it's James. A rebound by the Celtics. Johnson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Thomas passes to Johnson. Back to Thomas. And stolen by Irving. Love dishes to Irving. To the paint. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Now here's Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Irving. Thomas with the ball. Now Smith defending. Bradley can't get it to go.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Cleveland leading by 10. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving. 15 points for Kevin Love.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism. But a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
Turner's checked in. On defense, Cleveland. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. From beyond the arc, that one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Turner's got 5 now.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint. the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
Regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point.
Thompson having a good one. He has 9 rebounds, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 10. Here's Sullinger. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 5 assists in the game.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
LeBron against Turner. There's the screen. James kicks to Irving. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Thomas. Sullinger, a screen on Irving. Pass to Bradley. Lets it go with a 3. And James pulls it down.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Left side, Turner. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Evan Turner's one of those guys. He just gives you a little bit of everything. I mean, he can play multiple positions, handles the ball, he can pass it, shoot it. Kind of a Swiss Army jackknife who uses multiple tools to his advantage.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Turner. Greg, for Evan Turner, the one area where he can still develop in a big way is with the jump shot. Clark, 28% from 3 last season. Really is not going to make it.
Yeah, that's been the one stain on his game, the lack of that deep shooting ability, but everything else he can do. He can handle, he passes, he rebounds, but to be an elite player, he's got to be able to knock down that 3 ball better.
And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark, with the boost in minutes, confidence, the coaching staff, his game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his second chance last season. Played with more focus, huge minutes for him with the Celtics. He may have found a home.
You know, it was a career year all around for Tucker last season. Still has work to do on his game, but showed he can contribute to a winning team. Very good value for his contract, too. You can never discount that.
Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
Here's Mozgov. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's your Rebko to the middle. And Olynyk kicks to Bradley. He feeds it to Jerebko. 4 on the clock. Here's Smart. The offensive rebound. Mozgov with the block. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Boston. Smart puts the pick in for Turner. Bradley, no one around him. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
On the wing, Shumpert. Feeds it to Mozgov. Out of hand on it. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Bradley can't get it to go.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Picked by Mozgov. Elvadova, the pass to Mozgov. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jerebko's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Olynyk sets a screen for Bradley. There's the pick. With the teardrop, shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. The shot will not go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Mozgov. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Olynyk. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
Good on the second free throw.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle. And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
LeBron against Turner. LeBron dishes to Mozgov. Misses from close range.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now here's LeBron. Marcus Smart missing that last shot, and the basket good. And that's 15 points for LeBron.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And here's Smart. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. They set the pick, and it's Bradley off the drive. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped to center stage now.
Back to LeBron. Picked by Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. Here's the floater. And Boston with the rebound. Urebko's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. LeBron drives in. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And the Celtics making a change here. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 8. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Smith left side. He kicks to Shumpert. 5 on the clock. It's a pick by Love. From the stripe. And that one's good. Shumpert's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Cleveland. Celtics trail by 10. Outside Thomas. In the corner, Smart with it. Thomas against Irving. Thomas goes in, and shot on the way. No good. Some solid defense there from Irving. Smith kicks to Irving. Had the space there, but it's offline. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Shot by Crowder, no good. Cleveland leading by 10. Outside Irving. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Second chance shot, and the layup good by Love.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Stolen by Thompson. Shumpert passes to Love. Now, here is Irving. It's a pick by Love. Irving attacking. Out to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Love with the screen for Smith. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jared Sullinger.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
J.R. Smith at the line for 2.
And that one misses. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Irving with it. The screen from Thompson. Irving dishes to Shumpert. And the three off target.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Cleveland leading by 10. Smith with it, out guarded by Smart. Left side, Love. Feeds it to Smith. Love with the screen for Smith to the middle. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Smith. Smith's got his fourth assist in this one. Celtics trail by 12. Down low. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Outside Irving. Thompson, a screen on Thomas. Irving kicks to Thompson. And it's Shumpert penetrating. It's deflected. Now here's Smart, covered by Irving. Smart passes to Crowder. The feed to Thomas. Lets it go with a three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been good. You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Sullinger, a screen on Irving. And Thomas, here we go. Again, Thomas missing. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Smith outside. To the inside. Thompson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Love with the screen on top. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Out to Smith. Back to Love. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kicks it to Bradley. Sullinger the screen. Bradley passes to Sullinger. Good on the shot.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
James checked in for the Cavaliers. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Love can't hit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
To the inside and stolen by Love. Irving kicks to LeBron. Irving dishes to James. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
You look at what Bradley has done so far. 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
You know, looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
And the first one drops.
You know, when you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Irving against Thomas. Open shot. Love. That one rolling around and rims out. Celtics trail by 9. Outside Thomas. Boston. No good that time either. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans.
All right, now,
but you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. No good on that one.
And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team, unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
He's off on the second.
And LeBron and the Cavs, I think they'll have a chance to bring that long-awaited championship to the city of Cleveland. But LeBron's return was bigger than basketball. He said it was about hope and inspiring his home state. And no doubt that was accomplished in his first year.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Crowder. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. To stop the drought. Excellent D from Thomas. Celtics trail by 7. To the inside. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Smith that time on the assist by James.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Thomas against Irving. Upside Thomas. And stolen by Love. Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Love. Smith against Thomas. Smith right side. Clock at 6. Back to Love. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Thomas a screen. Johnson, the pass to Bradley. Back to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Sullinger against Thompson. Sullinger, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Here's Irving. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Sullinger's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. Kicks it out to Bradley from past the arc, and he gets it to go. Bradley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Now Irving. It's a pick by Love. Outside Irving. That's good. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
And thank you, Doris. Smith against Bradley. Can't get it to go. James with some nice D. Here's Irving. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Take a look at what Irving's done. 19 points and 7 assists. He's really opened up things for his passing by having so much success from the three-point line.
A double threat, really, in a big way today.
Kyrie Irving at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good for Irving.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. To the paint. Goes up again. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Jared Sullinger.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and, of course, the injury. The finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs. That fractured kneecap, a freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Shoots from the elbow. Rebound, Boston. Johnson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And Turner kicks to Thomas. On the wing, Johnson. Outside, Bradley. Johnson the screen. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Thomas.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared, and he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Cleveland.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Irving. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Sullinger, the screen. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And a new group in for the Celtics. Olenek, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Urebko comes in for Amir Johnson. Smart's checked in for Bradley. And it's Rozier in for Thomas. Mozgov kicks to Dellavedova. Outside, Jones. Pass to Fry. From deep. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The whole knockout blow.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's two teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So great game. It went down to the wire, and we gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.